The perfect one is like a pitcher of water filled to the brim. While the pitcher is being filled, it gives a gurgling sound. As soon as it is filled, the sound ceases altogether. The sound is reasoning or discrimination. Leading up by my mother's will to true knowledge. The sound tells us that the pitcher is not yet full. Discriminating, too, proves that the goal has not yet been reached. The differentiated soul, so long as it continues to be differentiated and walks on the lower plane, cannot as such realize God, the Absolute. The undifferentiated alone realizes the undifferentiated. This is the true meaning of the expression, God is unknown and unknowable. All differentiation takes place in the domain of Maya. In other words, it is Maya, illusion, that causes the differentiation. It ends with the cessation of Maya. All the facts of the universe, every object, every phenomenon that comes under creation, preservation and destruction, under body, mind and soul, under waking, dreaming, dreamless sleep, even meditations, all come under Maya, the world system. But the Absolute is the only reality. The universe is unreal. That is, when looked at from the point of view of the Absolute. To the Absolute, or the undifferentiated, the universe and humans and other creatures are unreal. For the only reality is the Absolute. When Maya is realized as unreal, the differentiated ego has been completely shaken off or effaced, so to speak. There is no trace of the ego left behind. It is perfect samadhi. It is absurd to say, the world is unreal, so long as we remain convinced that we ourselves are real. A person who has not realized the Absolute cannot realize that the world is unreal. No analogy can be perfectly satisfactory to explain the relation between impersonal and the personal God. This is a thing to be realized alone. Yet analogies enable us to catch a glimpse, however faint, of the truth regarding spiritual matters that go beyond the bounds of sense consciousness. But the distinction between Brahman, the inactive or impersonal God, on the one hand, and Shakti, the active or personal God, on the other, is a distinction without a difference. The impersonal and the personal are one and the same being, even as fire and its burning property are one. You cannot conceive of fire apart from its power of burning, nor the power of burning apart from its fire. They are one, even as milk and its whiteness are one. One cannot conceive of milk without the whiteness. The personal God creates, preserves, and destroys. She has made herself manifest, on the one hand, as powers or phenomena leading Godward, and on the other hand as powers or phenomena leading away from God. The manifestation of this omnipotent power varies in varying centres of activity. In humans, as well as in other creatures, it varies. For variety is the law, not sameness. Variety is the law, and my Divine Mother is that one being who is manifest as many, herself of infinite power. She has differentiated herself into living creatures and all other beings of this universe, with all their varying powers and endowments, physical, intellectual, moral, and spiritual. And this, my Divine Mother, is no other than the Absolute, the Brahman of the Vedanta. My Divine Mother, omnipotent, unknown, unknowable, lives there one who knows Kali, my Divine Mother, she who is the consort of the Absolute, the Spirit of Eternity. Even the 6 schools of philosophy cannot get a sight of her. The yogi always meditates upon her at the Muladhara and at the Sarasara. There go about a goose and a gander in this lotus wilderness, and these are mated with each other. Verily, they are the Spirit of Eternity and his consort. My Divine Mother is the most beloved of the Absolute, even as Sita is the most beloved of Rama. It is the Spirit of Eternity, the Absolute only, who knows the greatness of my Divine Mother. Greatness which is hidden from ordinary beings. Who else can know so well as he? My Divine Mother gives birth to the universe. Now think of her greatness. She appears in her majesty in each finite being, as an individual, just as she pleases. She has her own way in everything. Says Prasad, the psalmist. To think that a person can know her is to think that one can swim across the great mighty ocean. People will only laugh at the idea. I understand this well enough by the mind, but alas, my heart will not see this. It is the dwarf that must aspire to reach the moon.